Don't look away now, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the top 4 teams inside of the AFC conference, and they sit atop of the AFC North. Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports, everyone, here on a Victory Monday. And oh, how sweet it is as the Pittsburgh Steelers now head into a Week 11 matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. The Ratbirds are going to be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers for what is going to be who controls this division from there. Whichever team wins will be in first place. The Pittsburgh Steelers would improve to 8-2, and the Baltimore Ravens would fall to 7-4. And that would give the Steelers a little bit of a cushion. However, if the Baltimore Ravens win, they improve to 8-3, and the Pittsburgh Steelers would fall to 7-3. Yes, the Steelers wouldn't be in as bad a spot as the Baltimore Ravens would be if they would get a loss, but hey, it would still be a very, very tight race. So this game is going to mean a ton, and the environment and the atmosphere surrounding this game is going to be monstrous here and going into Week 11. Probably as big as you can absolutely get at this stage of the season. This is going to be a game in which there is none bigger, guys. There is no game bigger in the NFL coming up in Week 11 than the Baltimore Ravens-Pittsburgh Steelers matchup. And the NFL, if it was wise, they would hype the shit out of this game because it is going to be a good one, and it means oh so much. If the Pittsburgh Steelers go out there, grab this W, get a little bit of a cushion inside of the AFC North, improve their standing inside of the AFC Conference, they're starting to look at in Week 11, after Week 11, they're starting to look at themselves and say, you know what, hey, we could possibly win this division, and now we're looking at a 1 or 2 seed inside of the AFC Conference. That's what you're looking at. That's what you would be talking about. And with all of that, with everything that's going on right now with the Steelers and all the predictions and all the, are the Steelers contenders or are they not contenders? We know they're contenders. We know they're for real. That was a gutsy performance yesterday in Washington on the road. Able to battle back after having the lead, losing the lead, making mistakes. Still able to come down the stretch under the veteran leadership of Coach Tomlin and Russell Wilson and get the job done. That's special, my friends. That's very special. But everybody's talking about all this stuff. We know what the Steelers are. Everybody knows what the Steelers are right now as you head into Week 11. And I just want to say, a loss to the Baltimore Ravens wouldn't be the end of the world. And if you're now playing inside of that building for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're part of that franchise, the weight starts to come off a little bit. And I know expectations become high. You're sitting 7-2. Everybody's looking at you to do really, really well. But you need to take this and use it if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers and realize if you do lose a game, it's not the end of the world. And that should allow you to do what? Go out there, play fast, free, and loose. That's how you got to play. That's how you got to win. Yes, the Steelers got some bumps and bruises yesterday. That could come into play here in Week 11 against the Baltimore Ravens. But the Pittsburgh Steelers made some moves that actually mattered at the trade deadline. Preston Smith made a big play on Terry McLaurin. Mike Williams with the game-winning touchdown, monster touchdown. I believe it was 32 or 38 yards from Russell Wilson. That was huge. In their first game with the franchise, that was awesome. And that showed that, hey, those moves were good. They paid dividends. But those moves are crapshoot moves. It wasn't like you were bringing in some superstar, some big dollar superstar. You were bringing in guys that were adding to the depth, that were going to hopefully add to the mix, man. That's all you were doing. You weren't trying to go out there and get a superstar. You went out there, you used some cheap draft capital, you used some low value, and you were able to get people that mattered, people that were able to contribute. And that's special, man. That's super special. But what I'm trying to get at here with this Steelers football team is, guys, there's no need to get overcritical now. There's no need to sit here and play the guessing game of what this football team is or not. Who cares? Honestly, they're 7-2 and enjoy the damn ride. You haven't had a ride like this since the Steelers went 11-0 with Big Ben Roethlisberger in one of his final seasons. You haven't had one of these rides. So enjoy it. Take it and run with it and allow yourself to be immersed in the culture of the Pittsburgh Steelers and what being involved with the Steelers team while they're winning is like for some of you fans that are out there that have never experienced this moment, that have never experienced this type of excitement, that have never been able to look honestly down the schedule and say to yourself, I think this football team will make the playoffs and do really, really well. I don't think they're going to need help. I don't think they're going to back into the playoffs like they have been. I think that this football team can be a real player, a real contender inside of this conference. You haven't got to feel that, maybe, as a Steelers fan. Well, welcome to Pittsburgh Steelers football at the highest level, and that's what they're doing, my friends. They are playing at the highest level. They don't have to have all the weight of the world on them right now. They've achieved what they wanted to achieve up until this point of the season. And again, if you would have said this in the offseason, that going into Week 11 against the Baltimore Ravens, that the Pittsburgh Steelers would be 7-2, every damn fan out there would have said what? Yes, I'll take that. That's an amazing record. That's awesome. And that's why I say don't get critical with your thoughts right now. Don't get crazy over what they can or can't do. Just enjoy this, my friends. This Pittsburgh Steelers team is for real. And that's why I came on this show today, here on a Monday, a Victory Monday, without a real plan. I just wanted to talk about why you should enjoy this and where this Pittsburgh Steelers team is. And I keep trying to tell everybody when they ask all the time in the comments, are the Steelers a contender? Can they win a Super Bowl? Why not? Why not? They find themselves in a very, very good spot. This team is not in a spot to where they got to just claw their way out. They're not in the typical spot of the Pittsburgh Steelers to where, they're back 2 or 3 games and here at the end of the season in the final 4 or 5 weeks, they got to go on some monster run. They're not in that spot right now. So why even entertain all the negative? Yes, we know that they need to get better in a lot of areas, but we do know this. They find ways to win each and every single week. And that, my friends, is something that the Steelers team has been missing. Steelers teams that in the past, no matter what the situation, you never thought they were out of the football game. When Big Ben was in his prime, you never thought Big Ben couldn't bring him back. You never thought that the game was out of reach. And that's the feeling you're starting to get with this Steelers team under Russell Wilson. You're starting to get that feeling, and you're starting to say to yourself, they're never out of it. You're not going to turn off the TV. Hey, they might be down 14-0 at the beginning, but you know what? I like the chances. I like their chances. They may be able to make a couple splash plays and be right back in this damn thing. That's the type of feeling you have with this football team. That's what you got going on with this football team. Isn't that magical? Isn't that fun? Why ruin it? Don't ruin it, guys. Don't ruin it for yourself, not for me. You can ask me the tough questions, but don't be negative about this football team. Don't go into each and every week going, oh, well, they're going to lose. They're just going to lose. They're going to lose again this season, my friends. They are. They will. They will lose again this season. Probably a couple times. But you know what? It ain't the end of the world. It's definitely not the end of the world. And the Pittsburgh Steelers right now have accumulated 7 wins heading into Week 11. 7 wins. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. And now you find yourself with what? How many games remain, guys? 8 games? 8 games or 7 games? 7 games, I think. No, 8 games. They have 8 games remaining. So they have 2 against what? The Chiefs and the Eagles, and then they play their division, each team twice. That's 6 more games. So 8 games remain and stand between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the postseason. 8 games. What if they split those 8 games? They win 4, they lose 4. That makes them 11-6. That's a playoff team. What if they come out of that with a 5-3 record? That's 12-5. That's a playoff team. And If everybody would have said to themselves at the beginning of the season, in the offseason, the Steelers are going to be 12-5 when the final buzzer blows, you'd have took it. Because you know that's a playoff team. You know that's a team that's not needing help to get into the playoffs. Here's the best case scenario. What if the Steelers go 6-2? They only lose 2 more games for this season. That's pretty damn good. 13-4? I'm just saying, Brent, my friends, this could be a very magical ride because why? They've set themselves up pretty damn nice. Short of a absolute monumental collapse by the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm talking collapse by the Pittsburgh Steelers to where they lose 4 out of their next 6 games. Short of that, this Pittsburgh Steelers team is in the freaking driver's seat. They are in the driver's seat right now inside of the AFC North. And if I was inside of this AFC conference, I would really start to pay attention to that Steelers train coming down the tracks because they're not going to be an easy out. They're not going to be a team you can just run over and beat the shit out of and move on to the next round in the playoffs. They're not going to be a team that here in the regular season is just going to roll over and die for you the minute you start to do some good things against them. They're going to continue to fight. They're going to continue to battle. They're going to continue to make waves each and every game. They're not going to stop, man. The momentum is on their side. They are here, my friends. They are here, and they are real contenders. They are real players inside of the AFC. This is going to be fun, my friends. This is going to be really, really fun. And again, I just wanted to freestyle it today. I had no topic. Why? Because I don't want to go into any of the negative today. It's a Monday. The Steelers had a big win yesterday. I don't want to go into analyzing this football team and looking at every damn little thing that could be or maybe is wrong right now or what ifs or whatever. I'm not playing that. Today, I just want to enjoy this damn win. I want to enjoy myself as a fan. Enjoy this 7-2 record led by Russell Wilson, a veteran quarterback who looks like he is having a freaking blast out there, man. And that's another special thing you should be looking at. A quarterback at Russell Wilson's stage of his career to be out there looking like he is having more fun than he's ever had. Dancing on the field, running around, being excited, loving his teammates, the environment that they're playing in, coaching staff really on board, all the players on board, really fighting for one another. This is so special. Don't let this moment pass you by, guys. Don't let it pass you by because they don't come around often, man. They don't come around often. And since that man up here, Chuck Noll, since that man right there, Chuck Noll, those seasons have only come around a few times here where they've made the Super Bowl and been really magical. You know, 2 times under Cowher, they made the Super Bowl. 2 times so far under Tomlin, they've made the Super Bowl. That's damn near 30-some years of coaching, of teams. And you've only been there 4 times. And you've lost 2 and you've won 2. That should just tell you exactly how special this really is, man. Exactly how special and what we have all been wishing for a very long time. All right, guys, again, this was a Freestyle Monday, and I want you to get hype about this football team. I want you to like, subscribe, share the show to all your friends. But again, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this here on a Monday that you should really just relish this moment and enjoy it. Man, enjoy it. And again, I wasn't going to come on here and nitpick what they could have done better. I could have did that. I have several things in mind that I could have talked about in terms of what they could have did better, where things went wrong, where things went right. But you know what? We're not doing that today. Not on a Monday, man. Not on a Monday. At the live show, we'll do some questions and shit like that. But until then, enjoy this victory and then wipe it out after tonight. And let's get back to business here in Ravens Week. All right, my friends, make sure, again, you like, subscribe, share to the best damn show in town here on Mike Drop Sports. I'm your host, Jason, as always. Thank you to Sean for joining us this weekend for post and pregame shows. It was good to have Sean back on the channel, my sidekick there, man. Truly appreciate his working efforts here at Mike Drop Sports also. And again, thank you all for coming and showing out each and every day, getting that like button rang up, bro. Rang up. We love it. Let's try to get over 50 likes tonight on the live show. We can get almost to the 40s. Let's get up to over the 50s now. Let's get that 50 mark on the like button. Let's try to do that. I'll put the show out early enough. I want you to check your notification bell. Make sure it's turned on. I'll put the link for the show out early enough for everybody that watches to go out there and share the show. That way we spread our message to more and more like-minded NFL fans and Steeler fans, and really bring everybody to the community of real truth. So thank you all again, and until tonight, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace, my friends. See you on the next one.